Hey friends, welcome back as we start our trip to Europe with 3 unforgettable days in Paris.
We start our time here having so much fun, learning how to cook a classic French meal in a small group cooking class. We then brave the rainy weather before we tour Notre Dame Cathedral. We enjoy some of the best food and croissants we've ever eaten. We climb to the top of the Arc de Triomphe to take in some breathtaking views of the city. We explore one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Paris, and we end our time here enjoying a picnic in Luxembourg Gardens. Thank you so much for joining us for this taste of Paris.
After landing in Paris and settling into our hotel room, we explored the area around our hotel, which is called the Latin Quarter, and started taking in the sights, sounds, and smells of this beautiful city.
We just kind of happened upon the Pantheon.
It's only a couple blocks away from our hotel, and so now we're here.
We just looked up a few things because we don't know, at least I don't know a lot of the history about some of these places, but I guess Marie Curie's grave is here.
It has the remains of many distinguished people inside. Yes. We're not going to be taking any tours, so we won't find out all that really interesting information unless we look it up or watch some videos. But for us, we just want to kind of walk around and see these sites right now.
It is really surreal and kind of cool to see this giant Roman-looking structure here in Paris. The architecture here is just incredible. Like, across the street is this amazing-looking building here. And across the street, another amazing-looking building here. And in the distance, you can kind of see a church that also looks pretty incredible. And maybe just a mile away is, just another church, the, Cathedral of Notre Dame. It's incredible to be here. I know we're probably going to say that a lot, at least I will, but oh my gosh, that's just amazing to take in. I think we're going to head towards our cooking class since it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. We'll bust out our umbrellas and enjoy the sights as we go. On our way to our cooking class tonight, we happened upon Luxembourg Gardens.
We've seen all of these things in so many vlogs, so it's just so cool to see them in person. And there's the ducks that Lucille's always talking about. My favorite Paris vlogger.
I wish the weather was a little better. It's supposed to rain a good amount tomorrow.
Tomorrow's our one full day here. It's supposed to rain almost all day, but we have rain jackets and we have
umbrellas,
so
we'll make the best that we can. And again, like I said at some other point earlier, we can't be too mad we're in Paris. Still walking towards our cooking class, and oh my gosh, like every time I feel like we turn a corner, we see some ancient old building, usually a church or something, or a palace. A city as old as Paris has so much history to it. As you just walk down different streets, you're gonna see something that is incredible, that has been here for a long time. I don't have many words to describe just in the last hour of walking around how much we've seen and how amazing it is here. Well, we are walking up on the meeting spot for our group. We are just a few minutes early. Looking forward to having a great time cooking amazing food. We just finished our cooking class and market tour. It was so much fun. Very filling. We are stuffed, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. And we haven't gotten good sleep. Feels like 2 days.
And that's okay, but we will tell you all about the class tomorrow because we're too tired to talk about it now. But we had a great time, so.
We did. Now it's time for us to go to bed.
Yes, so.
Waking up tomorrow to apparently a very rainy day here in Paris.
Yeah.
But we're here for it. Yeah, we'll see you then. Good morning. It is a little bit of a rainy day today. We have some plans this morning to go to Notre Dame. We have reservations. I think they start in about 20 minutes or so. Carrie is leading the way. She's our directions person.
Bonjour. We're about to cross the Seine. I think the first time we've seen it.
Yeah.
There's Notre Dame.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the backside looks like it's still getting worked on. There's a big crane with some scaffolding.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Look.
Wow. Can't wait to enjoy the city today. Wish it wasn't raining, but it is.
Adds to the ambiance, I think. I'm really excited to be able to go into Notre Dame. It's just recently reopened within the last few months. I have been listening to a Duolingo French podcast, which has been fantastic. One of the episodes explored Paris, and the man who is in charge of the clock from Notre Dame had a whole story about his job, and then when the clock was destroyed, and then finding another like sister clock in a closet of another church that they replaced it with. So it was just interesting to learn that history in French, as I've been trying to study French. But right now, I'm just excited to get inside. We're inside Notre Dame. It is absolutely beautiful in here. We're taking a look at a lot of the artwork around and reading some descriptions about it, but it's just amazing to be in this beautiful place.
One of the things we didn't say is that we weren't able to use our reservation to get in. They canceled all reservations, but the Pope has just passed this last week, a few days ago. They're just allowing a lot of people who want to light candles in his honor to come in here, so they canceled all the reservations. So we had to wait in line. It really didn't take that long. It was just more of the rain that we were hoping to avoid. It's incredibly beautiful in here. So many different paintings, stained glass windows, and history here. And I'm going to show you this stained glass window, which is probably one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen.
As we're looking at all these paintings, there's like one sentence about each. And we're not going to any actual museums, but I am somewhat interested, especially when I just want to know more about the painting. I want to know who painted it, and also what it represents a little bit more than the one sentence description. So I wish I would have gotten some kind of downloaded some sort of
guide something. Yeah,
I was Googling it real quick, and I just couldn't find some way to kind of take us around the direction that you're supposed to walk that shows each painting.
And I see people with headphones on, so there's probably some kind of audio guide we could have gotten, but
we could have been more prepared.
Really enjoying our time here so far.
Yeah. Chris and I have been looking at the north wall of the choir enclosure, which is behind me. I guess the wall created silence and the choir was inside there. It's really interesting, the sculpted figures and the story that it tells throughout. It's like the story of Jesus's life briefly through sculpture. It was really interesting for Chris and I to like look at each part of it and try to detect what that was symbolizing, and some of them were a little bit confusing, some of them were more obvious, but it's really beautiful and just interesting to think about. We're not Catholic ourselves, but you know, there's very similar traditions since it's all based on the same Bible,
Jesus,
same God, Jesus. Yep. I find it interesting just to read about the paintings and everything, and it's kind of just like a different lens to see it through, just slightly different. So it's interesting. Different
traditions with different aspects of Christianity. We're on the south wall of the choir chamber area, and you can see these are all scenes from Jesus after he rose from the dead. It's cool to see that on one side is his life leading up to the cross, and then everything after that. That was amazing. So much there to see. Interesting experience being here right after the Pope has passed away, and having seen just a lot of people there paying respects. At the same time, tourists were in there. It felt weird a little bit at times. The bells were ringing for a long time. It's almost noon, and Carrie's thought is that maybe they keep ringing until noon. But they were beautiful.
But now they stopped, and it's 11:55.
Oh, they stopped. There you go.
I don't know.
Maybe our timing is off, but either way, it was really cool to hear all the bells going off. We are going to find something to eat for lunch.
I think the main advice for getting food in Paris is walk about 2 blocks away from a main tourist attraction.
Yeah.
And then look around for some place that looks somewhat local, and you will find.
And hopefully, like, if you see people who are local eating there, that's probably a good place to eat.
Yes.
And thankfully, the rain has let up. It pretty much stopped, and we have about a 2 or 3 hour window, hopefully, where we don't have to worry about it. We're about to go into La Parisienne, which is a boulangerie, and it's a bakery here. The fact that everything on the sign is in French makes us feel really good. Hopefully we'll be able to find something really yummy here. I am pretty sure we made the right choice. Look at all this yummy, yummy goodness. Oh, quiche. They got croque monsieur, ham and Swiss sandwiches. I am pretty sure we made the right choice to come here. Here's Carrie getting pictures of all of the food we just got here at La Parisienne.
Oh my gosh, yes, so excited. I think this is as excited as I've been this entire time. Croque monsieur, quiche Laurent, sandwich traditionnel. That was Spanish. That was, how do you say like Spanglish, but French Spanish? And then a macaron.
The macaron reminds us of the Raspberry Rose Mickey macaron in Disneyland, which is why we got it. This croque monsieur is massive and it looks amazing.
I don't understand how good it smells. It smells like butter and cheese. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Your first taste of Paris. Actually, our first taste of Paris was last night. We haven't even talked about our cooking class
We'll do
yet.
that soon. It reminds me of what I had in Epcot in the Paris Pavilion, which that should remind me of Paris, but I had that first, and it was amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to try this, Chris. Better be quick because I need more. Right? So good.
Oh yeah. I want to say there's maybe a little more cheese than there's bread. That is so good.
The smell and the texture and everything.
I just got like a good taste of that Swiss cheese
Oh,
with the ham.
I need more.
Wow.
So buttery. The crust is so buttery.
I
Okay, now
know.
try the sandwich. Oh, there's a bird that's making cute little noises.
That was a long chew because its bread is so good.
Oh, is it?
The crunch of that bread is so good. Doesn't need any like condiments, mustard or mayonnaise. So tasty.
We'll finish these off before they get cold, and then maybe we can tell you about the cooking class.
Yeah. Sadness. This looks amazing. That is amazing. Some kind of vanilla center. It's really good.
Is it better than the one at Disneyland?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It
mean-
better be.
Well, I know it better be, but at the same time, that is like really high standard
Yeah.
in my mind.
This is really good. You're gonna like it.
Oh my god. This is what fruit tastes like. The raspberries are so fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And just these raspberries are so fresh and perfect and delicious. They're amazing. We had an amazing dinner last night. I don't feel like I need to eat anywhere but a place like this. We might eat someplace a little different, but I'm only gonna be here for a few days, and I could eat this kind of thing for every meal. Not the same exact thing. Like a different quiche, a different sandwich.
Yeah, we had our fancy dinner out last night. Crepes, maybe, galettes.
Yes, that's true. There are other things that must be eaten.
Yep. We want to briefly just describe our experience last night when we went to our cooking class and market tour. So we went to a really, I think it was kind of like a high-end local market. Our guide slash chef, his name was Luke, and he was fantastic, super fun. He just started talking about food quality and the different types of food you would find at a market like that. Anything from seafood to meat, fresh fruit, berries, vegetables, the kind of quality you would find at a market like that.
So that was kind of the first part of the market, and then he gave us a kind of a little lesson about French cheeses, which was very interesting.
And we also got to see the brand the very first blue cheese. So if you know anything about French cheeses, apparently there's a little bit of a battle between Roquefort and the brand of cheese that you see in the video right now.
And that was really interesting how it first was started. We were able to try some, it wasn't actually brie.
And it honestly reminded me of butter on bread, but with the taste of cheese.
Yeah.
It was so good. The market tour is really fun and interesting. I wouldn't say it's essential to do the cooking class. So if you just want to do the cooking class and want to save a few bucks, just do the cooking class. But the market tour, if you can make it work with the cost and you have the time, then go for it.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. We're glad we did it. We went from the market, walked to the metro, and then we took that to a station that was nearby where the cooking school is, and it's called Les Foodistes. And you can find the cooking class market tour that we did on Viator, and we'll put the link in the description below where you can register for it and sign up for it. We walk in and there's a group of people eating macarons they just made. We go downstairs to put our jackets away, and there's this amazing little room where that's their bakery area. It just smelled like fresh bread or pastries and cinnamon. It was so amazing.
Yeah, and it was just like this little, almost like cave down the stairs.
I know.
These old bricks, and it was really quaint.
Yes.
Parisian.
We had already gotten to know a little bit some of the people in our group. There's about 12 of us.
Our chef, Luke, told us what we were going to make. He basically described that we were going to divide and conquer making this meal together. Chris was peeling pears,
For the dessert.
which was going to be a poached pear, part of a poached pear dessert. I was taking vanilla bean seeds out of the vanilla bean and putting the milk and cream in for the custard that turned into ice cream, and then making the chocolate sauce. And then the other people were prepping vegetables, included peeling and then using a melon baller to make melon ball pieces of carrot, cucumber,
Turnip. Yeah.
turnip. So there's a French method of cooking these vegetables that I cannot wait to get the recipe for.
Oh.
I didn't get to watch that part as much. And then with the chicken, it was a traditional sous vide, which was just wrapped in saran wrap, but really tightly, and put in boiling water. And so he taught us how to do that. We all did our own.
Dish was a non-traditional coq de vin. The best part of seeing the red wine reduction sauce being made was like there was flame coming off of the pot when it was like roasting it and cooking all the liquid out.
Leeks that were chopped up and caramelized in butter for this cauliflower leek pureed
Oh my gosh,
soup,
that was
which
amazing.
was delicious.
Some little florets of cauliflower that got a little too toasty. Entree was the scalloped potatoes au gratin and the coq de vin. The dessert was a poached pear, chocolate sauce, and the vanilla bean custard. It was all incredible, and honestly, the thing that made it amazing, because we can go to any really good French restaurant and have a great meal. Sitting down at the table, getting to know the people, hearing their stories, where they're from, what they do for a living, and just talking with them and everyone engaging with each other. That was the best part.
Like I said, at first I was nervous, like, oh, we're all just going to divide and conquer. Like, everything was a learning experience. He taught us even cultural things, like, okay, we're going to have wine now, so this is how you do a toast. And he did a toast with all of
That's one of the cool things about doing this at the front end of the trip is learning some of those customs so you know how to carry yourself in another country.
Everyone has been very friendly with us so far.
Yeah.
Everyone we've met. Not that we've met tons of people, but, you know, all the people in different stores. You're supposed to say bonjour as soon as you come in, and if so, they will be nice to you. That's what we've heard, and it seems to be true.
We are off to look for souvenirs, drop them back off at our room probably, and then just continue to explore Paris. We came back to the hotel room. We wanted to show you a few of the things that we got. You can see 3 different prints here. We got these. Thought those would look really nice in like a frame. Here you got like 5 different postcards that we can send to some friends or some family. You have to get a model of the Eiffel Tower. Also got an ornament. And this one just shows Paris. Looks like in the winter with some snow, and has different landmarks in Paris that are very popular, well known. Carrie got a magnet of the of Notre Dame. We got a couple other things here for Alyssa. She loves the mini spoons, and really cool looking pocket watch. Just a couple things we got. Not everything we'll get here in Paris, but we definitely wanted to find a couple things that we'd love to take home with us. Well, the sun is out. It is a beautiful day right now in Paris. I believe we're going to be going to the Arc de Triomphe, and we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff along the way. Hopefully the weather holds for a little while, but it is supposed to rain again a little bit later. But it is so good seeing some blue skies here in Paris today. And look what's in the distance. Our first glimpse of the Eiffel Tower. If you can see it, it's just over that bridge right there. First time we've seen it. At least first time I've ever seen it.
First time on this trip.
Yes. With a pile of garbage floating in the river.
What the heck?
That is sad. If you know anything about Paris, let us know in the comments.
Must be how they transport it.
Maybe, I don't know. That's super random, but you know, when you got a big river and there's a lot of them here in Europe, it's a major way of transporting things, I guess.
At some point, we'll get a crepe.
Yes.
And at some point, we'll get a coffee.
And at some point, we'll get a croissant.
Yeah.
We still haven't had one yet here in Paris.
Mostly just strolling around. That's going to be the day.
Yeah, and we'll stop once in a while to show you guys some stuff as we see it. And there is one of the many... Wow, that one's moving fast. But that one is one of the many river cruises that you see here on the Seine. We've talked about doing that. I don't think we will.
It's a hop on, hop off.
Oh, hop on, hop off. That'd be fun. But yeah, we've talked about doing that.
I like walking.
I do too. Well, that didn't take too long. Just started sprinkling. Probably 2 minutes after we mentioned we saw the rain clouds coming. We made our way over to the Louvre, and we're not going to go inside. We don't have time today. Today's our only full day. So we didn't want to spend hours in a museum. Even an art museum like the Louvre just wasn't worth it for us to lose half our day there. This looks amazing from inside the hallway, but I can't wait to get out there. Oh my gosh. Wow. This place is incredible. I can see why so many people want to come here and just to see this space. I found Carrie.
I was just texting the girls because they're going to wake up in like 10 minutes. I didn't want to text them too early. I don't think they would hear their phones, but...
Aw, you're such a good mom. Well, we were leaving the Louvre courtyard area. It was just amazing to be there and see that space since, I don't know, I've always seen pictures. It's cool to be there. And I don't need to go inside. Maybe someday.
If we had more time,
yeah.
Sure. And I heard, you know, you could actually go in like an hour before they close and see a lot of it because everyone is gone by then. Those people we had dinner with last night in our cooking class were saying that it wasn't the Louvre, but another really popular art museum. They were shoulder to shoulder with people in there all day.
Yeah.
And it was exhausting.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we did not want on this vacation.
Yep.
So even though it might seem a little lame to be at the Louvre and not go inside, we're just enjoying walking around and seeing it. The architecture is beautiful. I mean,
everywhere.
Amazing.
There is a few things we talked about in our packing video that I wanted to give you guys an update on. So far, our merino wool like hoodies, amazing, because it's been a little bit chilly today and windy, and it's keeping me nice and toasty warm. One of my Unbound merino shirts.
Okay. Well, it still smelled fine.
Yeah. Another thing is this like little shoulder bag. Not shoulder bag. That sounds lame.
That's better than purse.
It's better than purse. Sling is the better term. It is perfect for this because I can just kind of have it on my side. If we're in a big busy area, I can have it like this where it's on like the front part of my body and it's a little bit more protected. I'm really happy with the stuff I got, stuff I brought. Carrie is enjoying her sling.
I got this one for Christmas. I know I had it on my Amazon list, and I'm happy that mine has 2 spots for water bottles.
Yes.
Chris's doesn't have water bottles, so I am holding his. In case you didn't know this, the tap water in France is amazing, so you can just refill your water bottles multiple times here. And I saved these since they fit so well.
So I just want to give you guys those updates. Sometimes in packing videos, we talk about things and how we hope they'll turn out. So far, a number of our like important purchases are working amazing.
Also glad I got my travel umbrella.
Yes.
Which I will definitely not be returning. Because I was like, I'm going to return if it doesn't rain. Yeah, it's been raining plenty.
Yeah.
We're headed to the Arc de Triomphe.
Yes.
We're hoping to see a place to get a yummy snack on the way. I'm reviewing the transcript of a Duolingo French podcast that talked about several really famous kinds of pastries. I'm
okay with that.
Yeah.
We're super in our element right now. All the high-end stores around us, fancy hotels. We just passed by the Four Seasons. We were thinking about staying there, but, it just wasn't nice enough for us. I guess this is a nice area of Paris. Now we're walking by Armani. Avenue des Champs-Élysées. I don't know how you say that, but it's like the super high-end shopping district of Paris. We have no desire to go there just because we didn't come here to shop. Maybe that's interesting to you, so we wanted to show it just for a little bit. Ooh, Samsonite.
I was way off.
Now that's a high-end brand of luggage. We are also on the lookout for somewhere to get a snack and get off our feet for just a few minutes. There's Louis Vuitton. Again? Another one?
I get those brands mixed up.
I know. We get them all the time. We just they're in our junk drawer at home.
Oh, yeah. We found a hole-in-the-wall creperie, and we talked to some people from Germany who just came out. They said it is delicious, and the prices are good, so we're heading in there. Our first crepe came, and in France they have gaillettes, which are savory crepes, and then crepes, which are sweet crepes. So our first crepe that we're sharing is a savory crepe, and it has a buckwheat batter. That's how they are in France. And this one has chèvre cheese, apple, walnut, and honey. And then the coffee is a Café Noisette. And it is just espresso with a little bit of foamy milk. I was just watching so many things before coming here, and there was a vlog all about French coffee, and this is something that a lot of French people drink in the afternoon.
And it's a cute little cup because it's an espresso.
Yes. Just a little bit of...
Oh, we didn't look at each other.
We didn't. Santé.
Santé.
I think you're supposed to do it with wine, though.
And we got a little side salad, too. I don't know why I'm fascinated by this, but this little tiny espresso comes with a little baby spoon to stir the sugar. I love that. Should we take this spoon and give it to Alyssa?
No.
Just kidding.
So it's like a little bit sweet, but also savory.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I think I've had a crepe with the buckwheat batter.
Mm-hmm.
Never had one like this.
Every bite of this crepe is so delicious.
It's really good.
Like, in the middle is cooked apples. On the top was some raw apples. It's a savory crepe, but it has just a little bit of sweetness. It's such a nice balance of sweet and savory. It is. And the cheese. Oh my gosh, the cheese. This is the crepe Suzette, which is like a caramelized butter with sugar. Grand Marnier flambe on top.
There's also orange slices, I think probably inside too. This looks amazing. Usually we have like chocolate or Nutella or something in a crepe. It's always fun to try something a little bit different. I don't know, I like it. We left the restaurant. We were at the creperie.
It's called Midi Douze.
Midi Douze. Midi like MIDI 12.
Douze means 12 in French. Well, I'm glad we checked the crepes off the French bucket list. It was we'll probably have more, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I definitely wanted to have some crepes in Paris, and I really needed to get off my feet for a little while.
Me too. We are pretty close to the Arc de Triomphe, and even better, The weather looks clear the rest of the day, the rest of the evening.
Yay!
So happy about that. The sun is out right now. Sounds like a perfect time to just see the city of Paris from the top of the Arc de Triomphe.
Yes.
So we made our way over to the Arc de Triomphe. It's a giant roundabout that surrounds the Arc de Triomphe, and you cannot walk over to it. There is a under the road walkway, tunnel, I don't know, but we're gonna go under it, and that's the only way you can actually get up to the base of the Arc de Triomphe. And we actually got tickets ahead of time to skip the line so we don't have to wait in line to get tickets. Well, we are working off the crepes and making our way up the Arc de Triomphe. So we're looking at different arches around the world. Just saw the Washington Square Arch that we saw last summer in New York City. So many different arches around the world in memory of fallen soldiers or in memory of victories for militaries of different countries. This is really interesting. Now we're headed up to the top terrace to enjoy an amazing view. Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
It's just so beautiful up here. It's such a good time of day.
It's really neat to see the tree-lined streets.
Yes.
All the way around.
Oh, it's
cool.
so beautiful. From here, you can see the technology center of Paris, but that looks like a normal downtown of most U.S. cities or cities around the world where you see bigger, taller, fancier, newer buildings. And I honestly did not know that existed here in Paris. I'm not surprised. Like any good theme park attraction or any kind of attraction, you kind of end up coming down and you see a gift shop, which is behind me, and we are walking right past it. That was amazing. Very much worth the cost of entry to go up to the top of the Arc de Triomphe. Now we are going under the street, and we're headed to...
Well, we're headed to Montmartre.
Montmartre is an amazing area we've heard in a number of videos we've seen about Paris. Oh, there's a guy playing the violin. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Well, that was incredible. We weren't expected to be treated to a concerto in the hallway area between, or walkway area leading up to the Arc de Triomphe.
We walked past him, and then both of us stopped at the same time. I don't know if we were videoing
Well,
at the time.
he was doing some basic notes on the violin, and then he just went off.
Yeah, it was playing Vivaldi, The Four Seasons, and it's very difficult. Not that I've ever played anything like that. It was so good.
I think it was Philippe Dost was his name.
Yes.
You can see behind me the Moulin Rouge, and we just took a couple pictures of it. We're not really going to do anything there. We just want to see it because it's on our way. I think we want to taste it home, maybe. You know what I'm here for. And there she is.
Oh, that is a nice one.
I like that one.
But I think you should wait because we're going to Disneyland tomorrow. And what if they have a Disneyland Paris one? We don't have a ton of space traveling in our bag
I
space.
know we don't.
Okay, look at what they have for food.
Whoa. This is legit. They got Perrier, they got fancy yogurts, and oh my goodness, mini turkey and cheese. They've got some good stuff here. Look at all these donuts and pancakes. Starbucks has pancakes in Paris? What? I think that's filled with pistachio or hazelnut inside. This looks amazing. So we gave in. I know that we would much prefer to have local pastries. This looks good, and if my guess is right, it's filled with hazelnut. And it's like a croissant, but it's shaped like a triangle. Go for it. Oh yeah. How is it? My guess is that it's probably good, but a touch dry because it's not fresh.
It's dry.
Yeah. It's not bad. We wanted to try something here that was unique to Paris here at Starbucks. And sometimes it's just fun to check out fast food places and see what they have that's different than what we have in the United States. I kind of want to go into a McDonald's or something like that at some point, just see what they have, if they have something different. So we are heading up in the Montmartre area, and one thing we've heard about this area of Paris is that it is a bit more favored by locals, and it's just very pretty. A lot of good food options here, and I love these cobblestone streets. And we just passed an intersection. Didn't look real, is what Carrie said.
I know.
It looked like...
Something from a movie.
Yes.
We keep thinking it feels like a movie because There's so many movies that try to replicate this, and they're fake, and this is real. I love it.
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to spend most of our time doing in Paris.
Yeah.
Here is the Basilica Sacré-Cœur. It is beautiful. Wow. I think we're going to go up on these steps, and it looks like there's another platform area down below us. Oh my goodness. What a view. We've heard you can catch a view of the Eiffel Tower from here. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Maybe it's somewhere else. So we went down to the bottom part. We couldn't see the Eiffel Tower, which you could see a lot of the city from there, which is amazing. But then there was not the best scent. So we decided to leave that area. Well, here is not the view we were thinking we'd see, but you could see.
Right, is it?
No. We thought you could see the Eiffel Tower from all the steps over there.
Yeah, we did just moment like, where is it?
Yeah, I know. What's got our attention a few times are all these padlocks on these fences around the Basilica area, around the steps. There's a bunch of them.
It's like on the
Yeah.
Manhattan Bridge, or wait, the Brooklyn Bridge?
Well, it reminds me of the gum wall in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the tradition is for, like why people do this. If you know, let us know in the comments. You do have an amazing view of Paris from up here. It's incredible when it's a clear, wide view. Well, hey again. We were looking for a place originally to eat in the Montmartre area. The place we found, there was like a good half an hour queue. Had to take a quick bathroom break, and the best option nearby was a McDonald's. We don't want to ask to use the bathroom unless we buy something, so I got one thing there. It was like a McCroque or something like that, and I think it was McDonald's take on a croque monsieur.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was not good.
I had one bite and I spit it out because I was like, I am not wasting.
There is a reason we don't eat at McDonald's or other fast food spots, at least American fast food spots, when we travel. But it was interesting to try a McDonald's item that's local to the area. And then we took the metro to the Saint-Germain area, which is where we're at now. We ate at, what was it called? Cafe?
Basically, we got off the subway and it was the first place we saw, and it was 10 p.m.
By the way, people eat very late here. I think we're eating later.
Yeah, like they said, well, the kitchen's about to close. All we wanted was steak frites, which is like a ribeye steak with some yummy butter.
Yep.
And the most delicious French
Oh my
fries
gosh.
ever.
It was, the steak was cooked perfectly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a big thick steak, but it was perfect.
We just split it.
And we split it. We got one. And the fries were so good. And we also got some red wine.
It was funny that we looked for so long for a restaurant to get the steak frite at, and then all that actually happened was the first place we saw when we got off the metro. That's where we ate because it was 10 p.m. and we needed to eat. So better than McDonald's. No, it was actually really good.
It was really good.
It was
We
really
were not somewhere that is going to be on anyone's really map, and it looked like a total like locals place. But it was very good for what we wanted. The next time we'll show you something, we'll be in at least for us, maybe 20 minutes or so. It's worth you sticking around for the next few seconds at least. We'll pick it back up when we get there.
As you can see, the Eiffel Tower is here behind us. Just a moment ago, it was sparkling and beautiful, which we almost missed.
I literally was running to get to the bridge that we're on to get this shot.
And I was like, you know, he's going to get the shot, I'm going to walk. We didn't realize it was only once an hour, on the hour.
I thought it was like every 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, so once it started sparkling, we looked that up, and he just started taking off. I'm like, okay. So anyway, it was beautiful. We got to see it, and now you can just see it lit up behind us. And we are on a bridge. It's the walking bridge in Paris. Passerelle de Billy.
This is where we were told you can get a great shot away from the Eiffel Tower. It only lights up with all the sparkles like you saw a moment ago on the hour every hour.
Only for 5 minutes. So yeah, we almost missed it. And so we are so glad we caught it, and now we just get to be here and look at it, and then we're headed back to the hotel because we're going to get up really early to go to Disneyland tomorrow. Before this video, you'll see our Disneyland video probably. Yeah. And then after you've already watched Disneyland, you're watching us now, and then we're going to skip ahead to our last day here in Paris, which is for us on Friday.
If you haven't watched that video yet, go watch that video. You'll see at the end of this video, but we'll also put the link to it in the description of this video. But I'm excited.
We're hoping to have a fun day.
Yes.
It looks like the Eiffel Tower is coming out of my head, or at least it did
ago. Right now. Yeah. We'll see you in the morning, probably with croissants in hand, and we have our last, not full day, but last partial day in Paris. We're just about to head out for our final morning here in France, or final afternoon here in France. It's just been so good. We've really, really enjoyed this hotel. And yes, the room is small, but so are all the rooms in hotels in France. Coffee included with our stay.
It's like an espresso machine. Whatever you want, Americano, espresso, and then they have cream. It's delicious.
And they have a whole, they call it honesty bar, where you can get some beer or wine or soda. They even have breakfast, not included with your stay, but you can add that on to your stay if you want for additional fee. They have a really cool like breakfast space to enjoy some breakfast. We didn't try it, but you heard this morning that it was really good.
Yeah, I heard someone checking out telling someone checking in, make sure you get breakfast, it's delicious.
Sounds like it's a good option. We can't recommend the Oratio Hotel enough. It's just perfect in the location that we're in, the Latin Quarter. It's in the heart of the city. It's steps away almost from Notre Dame.
Outside of the super touristy area,
Yeah.
but it's very close. So you can get there easily, but you can also be among a lot of local things.
The market that we'll show you in just a little bit is maybe 5-minute walk from
Probably
where we're
less,
at.
yeah.
Less. And Notre Dame is maybe a 10-minute walk, if not less.
Yeah, we
So
love this hotel.
yes, it's been really great for us, and we definitely want to recommend it. So if you're interested in coming to Paris, definitely see if it's a good fit for you.
We only have a few hours here today until we head to the airport and go to Malaga, Spain. So now we're headed to a bakery, a Boulangerie. We're in front of La Maison d'Isabelle. You can see the line behind us of people waiting for their fresh baked bread and pastries. I have the croissant in front of me, and I want to tell you why we picked this this bakery to go to today, but first I really need to take a bite. Crunchy, buttery, soft in the middle, amazing. Come to Paris just for this croissant. We've heard so many things about how to pick a bakery. I mean, you can go anywhere and have a delicious croissant. In Paris, one thing to look at is there a line of local people? Obviously there is. When I was listening to the Duolingo French podcast, one of the podcast stories was about a baker who won first prize for the best baguette. This baker has won the first prize for the best croissant. And I learned how they do that contest and how important it is for their culture and just everything that goes into the contest, which means that this is one of the best croissants in Paris. I believe it is true.
This thing looks just like perfect. It puts the word artisan in the US to shame.
Oh my God.
This looks so good.
Wow, right?
Oh my gosh.
Also, these are only like $2.
€2?
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, I didn't actually look at the price, but I know that everywhere you go, they're not expensive.
This is amazing. I've had good croissants before. Like the best croissant I probably had was that Parisian bakery in Toronto. That one, the only reason that was so good was because it was amazing, but it was warm. I can only imagine what this would be like if it was like warm out of the oven.
Oh my gosh.
It's always timing and luck. It's just perfectly crispy on the outside and then like pillowy soft in the middle. It is perfection.
We're making crumbs. We're surrounded by pigeons.
We are making a lot of friends here.
Now I know why the Paris pigeons are so fat.
Yeah. Paris pigeons are chunky pigeons for sure. We got a bunch of other stuff besides the croissant, and we're going to get a few more things. And today, we have about, 3.5 hours to just enjoy the Latin Quarter area. We're not going to wander far. We're not going to walk far. We walked a ton, probably almost 60,000 steps in the last 2 days. We've seen a lot of Paris. It'd be great to have a full day again, but I think we're just going to get some food, go to the Luxembourg Park, enjoy that space with some amazing food and just a little picnic. Excuse us while we overly enjoy these croissants. Here's our friendly little pigeons again, in case you want to see them one more time. I'm so glad I have a nerdy wife who nerds out over language and listens to French podcasts and learns about things like this.
Thank you. I'm glad too, because this is amazing. I want to say one more thing. I gotta finish chewing. I've probably already said this in this video, but if you come to Paris and you want to have an experience like this, just make sure you walk into the restaurant, whatever it is, and say bonjour. If you don't want to try to name the food in French, because it is hard to pronounce, well, croissant isn't that hard. Parlez-vous anglais? They almost always speak English, but they do appreciate if you ask. Don't just start speaking to them in English and assuming it, and make sure no matter what, you say bonjour first, and that really helps. And merci means thank you.
We are here in Luxembourg Gardens where we are wanting to just come and relax to spend the rest of our time here in Paris. And we are also enjoying a nice picnic. We got a lot of stuff. We got some pastries. We got a baguette. We've got cheese from a fromager, cheesemonger. We got some wine at a wine shop and some fruit. All of these places were like right in the same area, right down the street from our hotel.
The really, really neat thing is like they have a shop for everything different. So there was the produce shop, there was the wine shop, there was the cheese shop, there was the bakery. They were all next door to each other, maybe by chance. Again, just walking in, saying bonjour, and trying to speak a little French, and then asking if they speak English. They're really friendly and helpful. Helped us pick out wonderful cheese, let us taste some, help us pick out a wine that he thought we would like in our price range. So friendly. We had a big piece of cheese, and then when I asked if we could have a cold, he had cold packs. He said, "Oh, are you taking it out of Paris?" And that's when he cut it in half and vacuum sealed it for us.
This one, we thought it was a brie, but it was from a different region outside of Paris. It's a different name. It's like brie. It's a creamy cheese. This one right here I picked out because in the shop we were able to sample it, and it was so good. We learned a lot about cheese in the market tour of our cooking class, and the fromager also told us a lot about cheese as well.
Bordeaux wine, we really enjoyed that on the plane, and the sommelier helped us pick this wine out. We had to buy the bottle opener also, but altogether it was like 17 euros for the wine and the bottle opener.
This looks perfect.
Yes.
And also the berries, we found out during the market tour the other day, there is a requirement for them to be a certain quality. I gotta prove it myself. For science.
For science.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
You know it's a good strawberry when it's red in the middle.
We cannot wait to try this together with our amazing baguette. To be in a setting like Luxembourg Park, and behind us there is a choir getting ready, that was rehearsing a moment ago, getting ready to perform. Can't be more perfect. The crunch is perfect. Taste is c'est magnifique. We enjoyed the wine, enjoyed the bread, cheese, some of the fruit. It was butter is so good.
We didn't even need cheese. The butter is so delicious.
The butter is amazing here. We're in food bliss right now.
We are.
We were walking through Luxembourg Gardens, and there is a lake or a pond right in front of us where you can sail a sailboat. So fun seeing families and kids, even adults, watching and enjoying. I don't know.
Sailing sailboats.
Sailing sailboats. Here is the Luxembourg Palace, which the gardens are like a big part of. And I don't know much about the history of the palace. Carrie's looking up something right now, but it is so beautiful.
From all the videos and podcasts and everything I listened to before I came, it's all mixed up in my head. So I believe this was a palace for the royal family, and these were private gardens for a long time. I'm not positive if that's correct because I watch so many things and I get them mixed up. But now it's open to the public, and it's just a beautiful place to come and hang out. And many, many locals will come here and just hang out on their lunch hour and have a picnic like we did. Just a very Parisian thing to do. We have two pastries that I really wanted to try. These were on my bucket list. So this one is a rum-soaked dessert that is very traditional. And this one is a praline and cream stuffed pastry. It's so good. It tastes like hazelnut gelato.
Ooh.
That's what it tastes like.
Wow. It looked like it's squeezed out,
it's
too.
It's a familiar flavor. Rum-soaked dessert. Oh, so much alcohol.
Oh, gosh. We already had some wine, too.
They're not joking about soaked. That is a rum-soaked sponge full of shot of rum, I think. It's interesting. Woo! I'm just kidding. It's really good. All right, I can't wait for Chris to try this.
Gonna be a little messy, probably. Oh, there's bells. Something I love about the city of Paris, there's always sounds.
Yeah.
Whether it's a siren of a police car, the bells of churches, and there's so many of them. Something about the vibe of the city that I just love. This is the, which one is this? The salted pralines and cream.
You have
mousse?
A lot of the mousse coming out.
Yeah, I know. I'm afraid because it's me, I'm going to get this all over me.
Save some for me.
I'll try to not get it all over me, and I'll save some for you, don't worry.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. No, save it. We have to eat that last.
I want this bite right now really bad.
No, put it down.
I'm afraid it'll like fall off.
Just
I want to
put it down on the tray. We have to have the rum thing. It's going to fall off. Oh,
I want to save it.
Okay, just a little bit.
I don't want it falling on the ground.
Okay. Vacation can be over now, right? That was amazing.
Out of the ballpark. Game-winning touchdown. That is so good.
Perfection.
Yes.
Were you trying to say it without saying so good, and then you just said
yes,
so good?
I say so good a lot, and I get that. And I'm sure if you watch multiple of our videos, we could probably do a video sometime with a counter going.
Don't give people the idea. Okay, try the rum soap cake. I think
believe me, when I edit our videos, I know because I hear it. a lot. I'm just like, oh, cringe.
But when you're in the moment, what can you say besides so good?
That's what I'm thinking. This is dripping with...
Yeah,
I don't know
liquid.
if that's rum.
It's rum.
Sauce or just rum, but it's heavy. I don't know how I'm going to eat this and, like, survive.
Just have one bite. Oh my gosh, one big bite. Oh no.
Woo!
I think it's like an American fruitcake, but much lighter and fluffier, and just
Oh my gosh.
rum.
It's
and,
like a brioche bun.
Yeah.
Soaked in rum.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. A tiny little cherry on it with like little green things. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of some kind of like a fruitcake.
The podcast was so interesting because I learned about a lot of history of these pastries, which I will not try to repeat for you because I'll get it wrong. But it was just so interesting before coming into this kind of culture and knowing something about it. So I'm glad we got to try it, right?
Woo. These are really good, but yeah, you have to like rum to like this one. But this pralines and cream one,
no words, right?
No words.
Okay.
We are at the point where we're going to wrap up our time in Paris. We have had the best time.
This has been wonderful. Love that we got to come to Paris. I mean, I wish we had more time here, but it was amazing. And now we're about to head to Spain for 2 weeks.
I know. Like, it doesn't feel real. Like, this was a great vacation.
Yeah.
Already. Now,
it was.
I wouldn't want to fly as far as we had to fly just for like 4 days. Any thoughts, last minute thoughts about Paris before we wrap things up?
I think I'm just going to say the same thing over and over and over. And if you come here, just say bonjour.
And by the way, this is true of anywhere you visit that's not like your home country.
Not bonjour, but to like just learn a tiny bit about the customs there. We hear so many people saying that French people are rude or that people in Paris are rude. We learned that we need to say bonjour, which is so simple. We heard it over and over again.
Simple greeting.
So we were earlier in the cheese shop and we had said bonjour, and then the man had been very friendly and nice to us, and he went out of his way to teach us about cheese. It was great. And as we were standing there, another person came in, an American, and the man said to the person, bonjour, and the person said, do you have foie gras?
Foie gras.
Foie gras, whatever
it is.
He said that, and he didn't reply to the bonjour with the bonjour. He didn't ask, do you speak English? He just said, do you have foie gras? And I think that is pretty much the norm, unfortunately. You're not expected to learn French when you come here, and most people do speak English, but it's so easy to just say bonjour and realize you are in their space and be polite, because they value politeness over friendliness here.
And here's the thing. It's not that we fault that individual for doing it, because that's kind of how we are in America.
Yeah.
Like, we go in, we ask if you have something, and if you don't, then okay, thanks.
I think it would be the same, though, as if you walked into a shop and someone said, hi, how are you today? And you said, do you have foie gras?
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is.
No, that's exactly
But
it.
you would understand that they're basically greeting you in a nice, pleasant way, and you wouldn't probably say that. Anyway, that's my overall takeaway, is the people here are really nice.
They are.
It's a wonderful place to come. The food is amazing. There are sights to see everywhere, and I love it, and I want to come back.
Yeah.
Tim, and actually, I kind of want to just ask you real quick, because I know we're running out of time in this SD card and everything, but this is your first time in Europe.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I have loved it so far. It's just been a really enjoyable experience, just being here, doing all the things we've been able to do, and just being around people. Food that we've eaten has been incredible.
Yeah.
The experience we've had like even on the metro. Our SD card just ran out. We were talking about the metro, but the metro we were able to figure out, because I think we're not super anxious travelers. We were able to just kind of figure it out as we went. Don't let things like that scare you, I guess, and just try to learn a little bit before you come. Our time in Europe has been amazing, and I have loved it.
Good.
We hope you guys have been able to enjoy a little bit of our experience in Paris as we've been able to share it with you. Thank you for watching. We love you guys, and we're so thankful for you for taking the time to watch. Let us know in the comments if you guys have ever been to Paris, want to come to Paris, or anywhere in Europe. If you have any questions about anything that we experienced, please let us know, and we'd be happy to reply as best we can. Love you guys, and we'll see you again really soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.